Today I'm going to be giving you a very detailed review on Civil War issue number 2 that's going to be full of spoilers. Fair warning. Alright, so I have to say, Civil War 1 was freaking phenomenal. I've been waiting a very long time for Civil War 2, and my expectations for this have been very high. I do need to say I was very concerned, will Civil War 2 be able to hold up? And let's go ahead and talk about it. So, if you did not read any of the Road 2 like I didn't, besides the free comic book day, you're probably confused. You see this guy, he's going through this forest, and the Inhumans are there as well. So this is in Columbus. I have no idea where that is or the meaning, but wow, man, the Inhumans look really cool. And the only reason you know they're the Inhumans is because it says Inhumans, but man, I'm really digging the costume. The overall comics art was top notch, man. I really loved everything about it. I loved how many characters they used. You know, unlike in the movie where there was just a 5 or 6-on-6 battle, you know, it really gets back to what Civil War is about, an actual war. Okay, and I love seeing tons and tons of characters. Here you're going to see Captain America, Miss Marvel. You're going to see Nova, who's introduced at the bottom. Just a ton of awesome characters that I've never seen, really. And this panel on the right is honestly just breathtaking. You get to see so many people, man. Look at that modern Storm. You see Nightcrawler on the left, Black Panther, of course, Miss Marvel, like we said. We see Deadpool, Squirrel Girl, like... Who is not in this picture right now? You see Spider-Woman. I was looking for Silk, and I don't see Silk, but she may be in there. It looks like Old Man Logan is in here. I mean, Cyclops. There's pretty much everybody that you love in here, and they have done just such a great job of really portraying the universe of Marvel. The fight scenes were probably some of the better fight scenes I've seen in the last few years of any comic book. On the right side, you're going to see like these sorceress guys. You got the Scarlet Witch, Hellstorm, Dr. Voodoo. I don't really know who all those people are. I know who Scarlet Witch is. Doctor Strange is leading it. And it looks like they've kind of got their own, I don't know what you want to call it, like a little force team of sorcery and everything at the top right there. And wow, man, it's just beautiful to see this. Here's another beautiful panel. I think this is probably my second or third favorite. I think just the lighting of it, I've never really seen anything quite like it. I mean, if you look at Spider-Man's head there, if you look at Miles Morales, like this, I'm not sure if this is, you know, drawn or what, but wow, that is breathtaking, man. And look how many people are fighting. This is what I want when I think of Civil War. I want tons of people. You can see She-Hulk at the bottom. Then it goes into the story a little bit. Of course, Stark is the center of attention. He always is the center of attention. I don't know why they favor him so much, but he just, you know, is that guy, right? He's that smart ass, and he's always getting the attention. The Inhumans come, and everyone's so happy, but Stark, he is very skeptical of it. This guy at the top right, he sees the future, okay? And you don't really know who he is. I mean, they do say his name now, but you don't know anything about him. His name is Ulysses. I might be saying that wrong, but either way, that's his name. And I thought his backstory was actually pretty good. And these Inhumans are just great. I really love Medusa's hair. She's the crazy chick with all the hair. I thought she was kind of lame in the free comic book issue because they didn't really give much about her powers or anything. But in this issue, she's actually pretty awesome. And of course, Iron Man is skeptical, so he tells Jean she needs to see his mind, and she actually can't get in. And you know, we're seeing some darkness on the right. I guess that's all that she's allowed to see. If we look at She-Hulk on that left panel, my God, she looks sexy, man. I've never seen She-Hulk look so good, man. She is beautiful. The art, again, I just have to keep complimenting. I'm so impressed by what they've done here. Now we get into a little bit of the story, okay, of how the Inhumans found Ulysses, but they don't really get too much detail into it. I kind of like that because it kind of makes me wonder. But, you know, the Inhumans do pick him up, and he is seeing future, and he's seeing all these visions and everything. And that's why the Avengers want him flashing in. A really big event's going to happen, and Ulysses sees some vision. We don't know what's going on. We just know that it's bad. And he says, hit up the Ultimates, which are, you know, pretty much the Avengers right now. Admittedly, I've not kept up with the modern Avengers, so I couldn't possibly tell you if they're exactly the same. But irrelevant. Okay, they get into a huge battle without Iron Man, his permission, because I don't know what's going on. Is he being a little spoiled brat? Is he in charge of the Ultimates? I really don't know that. They don't explain that. Again, I did not read the Road 2, so I couldn't possibly tell you what's going on there. She-Hulk is looking awful. And then there happens to be a death. Thanos and the rest of the gang got into a huge fight. And this is actually a little clip from the Free Comic Book Day. That's pretty much the only thing the Free Comic Book Day mentioned about Civil War, was that they all got into a big battle, okay? And you see them getting shot at, and probably like 10 panels or 10 pages. It wasn't like very large. It was just a very small sample. So War Machine gets attacked by Thanos in the Free Comic Book, and here on the left panel, that's what we saw. I think pretty much that was the ending of it. So I didn't really know what to think, but he's being shattered here. Look at the detail on his armor being exploded. Like, wow, man. That is just so beautiful. You really don't see anything like this. I don't see this kind of art anywhere, and I just am so impressed of what they done. I'm just so happy. Captain Marvel was great. Everybody was great in this, and the story is believable. And of course, the ending, She-Hulk does die. Huge spoiler, but you know, if you've watched this far, you've already wanted to be spoiled. And man, She-Hulk, I was just thinking, wow, she looks hot. I'd really like to see her in more. Overall, this comic book was fantastic. I would definitely have to give it a 9. It was almost a 10, but let me tell you why I can't give it a 10, because honestly, I love Civil War 1 so much, right? And it left on this cliffhanger. So I was thinking, since it's called Civil War 2, we're going to see what happens next, right? And it didn't really, you know, at all, not even, it didn't at all tell you what's going on, because before, you know, they're divided, right? The Marvel universe is divided, and half of them want you to sign up for the government registration and other half doesn't. So what is going on? There's a huge gap, and I've always hated when stories make you buy the zero, meaning the road twos, right? I don't like that. I really don't appreciate that. I feel like number 1 and 2, or any main numbers, those should be the story, and anything in between that's just extra that Marvel wants our cash, that should just be some extra stuff. It shouldn't be crucial to the story, right? So it seems like whatever's missing was crucial in my opinion, and I'm completely confused and lost. Now again, I don't mind too much, because I do give it 9 out of 10. It's almost perfect, because it was just freaking badass, but it's just confusing because it has nothing at all to do with number 1, so I don't really know what's going on there. I know it's been many years up until now, and the art and the whole feel of everything is completely different. They're fighting Thanos, and I don't understand, so it's very confusing for me. I can only imagine for a new reader how that may be confusing, and I just don't know what's going on. But all in all, I enjoyed it, loved it, would recommend it to everybody. Anybody non-comic book lovers probably would love this, just because it was so freaking sweet. So please let me know in the comments below, did you like this? Please give me a scale of 1 to 10 and say #rank. Okay, so you know, you can put your number before or after in the hashtag, whatever, rank, you know, #rank7, doesn't matter. I couldn't imagine somebody giving this a 7, but if you do, that's your own. Please let me know in the comments below, and I will see y'all later.